call the meeting order. It's the superintendent that leads the invocation and pledge.
Father, we just thank you, Lord, for your grace and mercy. We just thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to serve Lee County, serve our students. Lord, as we begin a new school year and start back with our teachers today, Lord, we just ask your blessing be upon it, Lord, that our focus be on doing the best things for our children, best decisions for our children. Keep them centered and foremost. Lord, we always pray for safety, individually and corporately, Lord. We just ask that you extend your blessing over us. Be with us today. May everything we say and everything we do honor and glorify you. In Jesus' name.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there any additions or corrections to the agenda? I'll entertain a motion to adopt. So moved. Second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say no. We would like to welcome all of our visitors today. Anybody would like to address the board, public comment, now would be the time. Seeing none, we'll move on to item B. Mr. Locke, the reason we're here this morning.
Good morning. So Friday morning, I'm mowing a horse pasture and get a call from our builder, Harrison McCall, concerned about the geotechnical survey that had been done on the Chiefland Middle High School project in regard to potentially needing to do additional studies for geotechnical studies. Once the existing buildings were demolished to make sure that the ground was stable for building there. And obviously that was not, that additional cost was not in the original resolution that the board had passed. And so in talking with their engineers and the geotechnical people and DOE about the situation, the conclusion was to come back before the board and ask for some additional monies to be added to the resolution to offset those additional costs that no one had foreseen. And their best guess, because at this point we really don't know, but their best guess was to ask for additional $500,000, add that to the resolution. This would be our third time doing this resolution. The first one, I guess, was the wrong form. We had to come back. We did one in May, we got one in July, now this is be the third one. So basically, the old resolution, the price of the special facilities project was $36,748,490. And so what I did is I just added the $500,000 to that project estimate and carried that on out. Everything else is the same as the previous resolution, other than those figures and the dates.
So you're asking for a motion on the resolution just because we're increasing, and that's the only thing.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to go in front of the DOE. And so what do you think? Are they going to see all our changes with the resolution? Are they going to
They're
see
just
how many
gonna see
times
this
we changed it?
resolution.
Or they'll just see our current?
Let's see this resolution. That's what I told.
Okay, so they'll just see our current resolution, and then we talk about our safety and our, and would that not also be, if we had to actually purchase other land and we were purchasing property, we would have to have an additional expense too, right?
We certainly would have to have geotechnical, whether or not it would be to this extent. The issue with this particular project is because we have existing buildings that are there that they cannot do geotechnical under and cannot survey those particular. So this 500,000 is for additional drillings and borings to study that soil once those buildings have been demolished, before anything to do is placed in there or near there. Now, keep in mind that under the current plan, where the existing buildings are, the majority of that will be open space, but you still have to make sure that there are no sinkholes there. So it's both for additional survey, but also probably where the bulk of the expense would be for what they call some kind of grout. And I don't know all the technical words for it, but basically, once they discover places that are not solid within that soil, they inject that grout in there and harden it up. But, you know, if we would have purchased property off-site, certainly sinkhole activity is prevalent in that entire area, so we certainly would have had the geotechnical survey. How much grout and stuff we would have had to add would be dependent upon the property.
I understand.
This number gives us no assurity of what's gonna have to be done. That's not, I mean, you're talking about 500,000 for them to do the study of what more needs to be done. We don't know.
Study and their estimated cost of remediation.
So in this is the cost of fixing it also.
Yes. Their estimates are based off of the one that we've already done, the study that we've already done. And so they looked at all the borings, and it was extensive. It was over 20 borings, I believe, at various depths. In fact, the original specs that the engineers had ordered, the geotechnical company came back and said, hey, we're not really happy with the results. We would like permission to go deeper, and then we had to do that. So,
Mr. Chair, I know we just had what we just took care of this last school year. What was the cost on just doing that?
Ms. Wade says it's a little over 100,000.
Completely finished and everything was under 100,000. And we were really, originally, we were talking about 150, 160,000, and when it started kicking in, we thought we were looking at over 200. So it did come in a lot lower than expected. And those were pretty deep borings that they had to go in for.
But our contractor has met with these people, this is a number that they've come up with for this problem.
And it was estimated, they didn't just find something, they just said this is what it's gonna take for more, but it's not like a guarantee that they're definitely 100% gonna find something, is that right?
Well, they know what's there.
Right, it's based on.
They know what's there,
Right.
but based upon our the inspector and things, so they know what's there, so they have a good idea of what they're gonna find. So I think it's a very well-educated guess.
My question is, and we'll just make sure that we're at risk. Are we at risk, or is the contractor at risk? We have more findings.
We are always going to be at more risk. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. We are always at risk. But the $500,000 is the number that they believe is would cover this problem. I'm not an expert in the field, they are.
So based on talking to these guys, they believe $500,000 will discover and fix the problem.
Because they understand this is the money. This is it.
And this is it. The further question, is this sort of activity going to hinder our possibility of being funded?
I don't think so, because it's no matter where you go, this is this sort of activity in that region. And it doesn't matter, you come 6 miles this way, you have the same problem. You go north, you have the same problem. You go south, you have the same problem.
As a matter of fact, we've actually, I've already worked on the presentation. This will be the second presentation we made for DOE. There's no hiding the fact that there's sinkhole activity on the campus. I mean, there's been multiple buildings that have had to either been demolished, repaired, or so forth. You know, I point out that this is a school safety aspect because many of those buildings that are existing were built before this sophisticated geotechnical equipment was even possible, was even in existence. And so the fact that we're going to build a new school on soil that's been tested with the highest degree as possible under current equipment and management strategies, to me, it makes the school safer than what we have now.
But if you're in Chiefland, you have a problem.
And the school's been there for 80-something years, so, overall, you know, it's,
And this is us learning from previous special facility projects where we kind of had something sneak up on us, and so.
Yes, sir.
That's true. We don't want to appear like, you know, we're asking for an open checkbook. By any means. This is our best guess from our engineers and our geotechnical surveys. This is what we've been told by the experts. DOE is certainly aware of it. In fact, we're doing this at their direction.
So when did they do the board? Was it recently or?
No, it's been, we actually got the results. I'm not sure the exact date, but probably a month or more ago. But it took time for them to get those results and have the proper people look at it to determine exactly what the next steps might be.
It's in a different language.
This, since the end of school, basically, is when they were in there doing the end, because we were doing the testing and stuff like that, so we were around the end of school.
But we didn't get the final results until after that. So, you know, probably it's over a month that we've had the results. And of course, when I got them, I sent them straight to the builder, the architect, and they forwarded it on to their engineers.
Any other questions, comments?
I make the motion that we approve the resolution.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that we approve the special facility construction resolution 10-13-164. Is that right? What is the resolution? That's the section.
It's just for the special
Okay,
facilities.
for the special facilities account. Any discussion, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Locke.
Look at this.
Does anybody else have any other items they'd like to discuss, being we're all gathered up here? If not,
Breakfast with the business.
see you